Do you know what this is? It's a cookie. Spring, 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 spring. Cookie. Cookie. That's what we call it in Puerto Rico, because that's what it sounds like. Cookie, cookie. Cookie, cookie. It likes, you see? Oh, you know, this is a special frog. Thank you. Oh, it's a special frog because it can bring you good luck. And it knows you're special too. Knows that you're a very beautiful little girl. You make people happy just to be near you. Do you know that? You know that? If I had a little girl of my own, I'd want her to be just like you, Star. And I'd sing to her the way my mommy sang to me. Arroro, mi niño. Arroro, mi sol. Arroro, pedazo de mi corazón. Este niño lindo se quiere dormir.
It's instant, but caffeine is caffeine, right?
Thanks. Does your daughter not like frogs?
She likes frogs fine. A big stuffed one up there. I call it Todd pole.
Then what upset you about Star and I playing with this?
I wasn't upset.
I saw you on the stairs. I saw your face.
It's my usual face.
I thought it was about my presuming to take Blair's place.
I'm paying you $5 million to do exactly that. I don't think we have a problem here, do we? I'm just worried about the custody hearing, that's all. Here we go again.
You did fine last time. I was looking at the transcripts.
Yeah, I don't have to trash Blair this time. The stroke took care of that. No way a woman in a coma can mother anybody.
She's still the person we have to beat.
She's already beaten by a blood clot that stopped the oxygen to her brain. Now, can we just move on? The real enemy here is Dorian, right? She's going to try and get custody of her grandniece, and I've got to stop her. I mean, that's why we tied the knot. So I can show the court that she's got a happy, safe, terrific home life with us. Unlike Auntie Dorian, who's sleeping with the town drunk. After she broke up with her teenage jailbait boyfriend, Joey Buchanan, and there's a wholesome family life. All I got to do is bring that up, and the court will give me custody of my little girl in a heartbeat.
What if Blair recovers?
I don't think that's going to happen.
But if it does, are you ready to go through this a third time? My advice is to discredit Blair now.
I'll do that if I have to. Blair's already down and out. You really think I have to stomp her? Are you going to explain to my little girl how her father beat her mother up when her mother couldn't defend herself? Her mother, her mommy, who loved her.
Did you use hot water out of the tap?
Yeah, it's an old bachelor trick.
Well, you're married now. I guess I'm going to have to start bringing you into line.
Yeah. Good luck.
Moving right along from kitchen skills to business ethics, this article in the paper about new evidence in the Whiting case, is that true?
Are you asking me to reveal a source?
I'm asking you if there is a source, or is it just a fabrication to smear Patrick Thornhart?
Yeah, that's just a little added bonus. Patrick really is a suspect on Island.
On what evidence?
I see, that's the thing. The cops over there really had trouble building a good case.
Ah, so they haven't reopened the investigation. And your page one story is a lie?
No, it's just a friendly suggestion that maybe somebody should start digging around. Like Guy Armitage would have if Patrick hadn't blown him up. See, Armitage, yeah, he would have put Patrick on the front page of every rag he had all over the world. Maybe a picture of him with a bomb in one hand and a poem in the other. Like that's not redundant. Now, maybe Guy's little boy has the same killer instinct his dad had.
From what I heard, Ian and Armitage didn't see eye to eye on anything.
You know, that didn't stop him from taking the old man's money. And he could pump a lot more out of Daddy's media empire with the right story, the right, what's that called? Collaborator.
How do you do it?
Do what?
Turn on a dime like that. 1 minute, you're a compassionate man who's trying to protect his ex-wife. And a second later, you're quite ruthlessly plotting someone's downfall. It's amazing.
Thank you. What can I say? Patrick Thornhart just brings out the best in me. Blair's come out of her coma or stroke or whatever it is, and hey, don't you go falling asleep on me, huh? Look, Blair's awake. And she doesn't remember. I mean, all that bad stuff, it's gone. It's erased. Like whatever Thornhart might have told her about me and the bomb on Armitage's boat. I mean, it's gone. For her, it didn't even happen. And I'm thinking, what if we could go back to the way things were going right before Thornhart wrecked our lives? Are you listening to me? And this whole custody suit thing, right? What if she forgets, right? I mean, what if she just drops it? I mean, what if she doesn't want it because, well, she doesn't want it?
What if? What if?
What are you trying to tell me, huh? You saying I live in a dream world? You telling me that it's too late because of everything that I've done? Is that what you're telling me, Bird? What? Hello?
Very good morning to you, Mr. Publisher.
Hope I didn't drag you from the sweet arms of Morpheus.
I don't know what that means. What do you want?
Just say thank you.
That's it.
It's a great deal. Your generosity made my premature departure from Dunleary Prison possible.
Where are you now?
Restoring body and soul.
Why are you calling me?
One favor deserves another. I understand
You're using the power of your newspaper to make trouble for one Mr. Patrick Thornhart, to suggest to the authorities that he may have played a part in the killing of Lord Whiting.
low these many years ago.
Yeah, so what?
Well, I wouldn't dig too deeply, my boy.
It's a developing story, right? I'll just go wherever it takes me.
Words, but beware, you may not like what comes to the surface.
You mean it's gonna come? What's gonna come to the surface? What are you trying to tell me here?
I've already said what I had to say and what you need to know.
All right, you listen to me, you bomb-throwing...
It was but a friendly warning, Mr. Manning, nothing more.
All right, don't you call me again. You got that? I don't want this call traced to my line. I'm not gonna let you get me involved in all this.
But you're already involved, my dear boy. Right up to your soulful brown eyes.
What are you doing here, huh? What are you doing up?
I couldn't sleep. You know how it is.
No, I don't know how it is. How long you been standing there?
I'm not standing. I'm on my way to get a glass of milk.
Fine.
So, who calls you before the sun comes up?
Milk's in there. Just leave enough for my little girl.
Sorry I asked.
All right, let's go over the rules here, all right? You've got your life and I've got my life. Now, nobody asks the other guy any questions.
I said I'm sorry.
And you don't go creeping up on me no matter what I'm doing. Did I leave anything out?
Suddenly I'm not very thirsty. This time of night never brings out the best in anybody.
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
I suggest we start fresh. Later. We both need to take a very, very careful look at our response to Dorian's custody suit. Personally, I plan on getting some rest before we do so. Wouldn't hurt if you did the same thing. If I'm not crossing any lines here.
Oh, knock it off. Everything's changed. Blair regained consciousness.
Blair's awake?
She regained consciousness.
Well, how is she? Can she talk?
I don't know what she can do. I'm gonna go find out.
Taya, do you know what time it is? Oh, Oh, did I get you out of bed?
I was up and moving around. Something wrong?
No, everything's fine. I just wanted to run something by you, okay?
Come on in.
Okay.
So what's going on? You look serious.
Oh, calm down. It's just a proposal.
Uh-huh.
I'm taking advantage of the last thing you said to me the other day. You know, that you wanted your friend.
I meant it. In spite of everything else I said, I meant that too.
Well, see what you think of this. I'd like to keep paying my half of the rent here. God knows I've got more money than I'll ever know what to do with, and I'd kind of like to know that I have my own room right here, you know, for whenever I need it.
Did Todd touch you? Did he do anything to you? Tell...
No, of course not. And I'm sure he never will.
But it is Todd, right?
He's more than just private, you know. He's withdrawn and strange. All I'm saying is, it would help me to know that I've got a place to go to if the situation gets to be, you know, too weird.
It's a terrific idea. Glad you want to do it.
You know me, I like to keep my options open.
Well, it's always nice to have a place to go to, even if it's just a cozy little corner that you can call safe.
I thought you'd understand.
How about some decaf?
Decaf?
Decaf.
All right.
Oh. Listen. Glad you're here. Feeling really, bad about what went on, you know, between us in regards to your marrying Todd.
Oh, don't worry about it. I know I can't expect everyone to understand why I did what I did. I just wished they'd try. It gets lonely awful fast when, you know, Antonio and Andrew, Carlotta, all of them keep giving me a hard time.
I shouldn't have come down so hard on you. You know, being so righteous. I want to understand your decision to marry Todd. I don't want it to come between us, honest. But you're gonna have to give me some time with it.
You take all the time you need. I will wait.
You really gave me and Shorty quite a scare there for a while, Blair. But you're okay now. You're gonna be all right. You are. Heard therapists say so. Now look, I know that you're mad at me, but you gotta understand, I had to come see you. What I was trying to figure out, what I wanted to know was, maybe there was a way that we could work this out. I wanted us to try, at least.
Work some more out again.
Yeah, that's right.
What about Kat? And who now, Tell?
Tell who?
You. What is it? Who?
Todd. I'm Todd.
No. You. All right. Show them help. It hurts so much. So high.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Al. Will. Can't come there.
What's the matter with you, bud?
Give me something.
Whatever you...
Hell, give me.
I will. You have to tell me what you want. I'll give it to you, but you gotta tell me.
You can talk, tell. You can say.
What do you want me to say? What is it that you want me to do?
Did you hurt? Oh.
Hurt who?
Please tell.
You gotta calm down now. You gotta calm down. Now.
Please.
Listen to me.
Please.
Everything is gonna be all
Why?
right. It's all gonna be all right, Blair.
Why? Can't I?
What is going on here? What
did you do to her? Sorry, I need you to leave this
Thank you
room now.
very
You're
much.
not going anywhere.
Well,
Look,
no, no,
get your hands off
That's
me.
my patient, sir. Please leave.
Dorian. What? I come down here to talk to Blair. I start talking to her, and everything that comes out of her mouth is this senseless gibberish. Now, what the hell is wrong with my wife?
Wait a minute. Let's clarify something. She is not your wife anymore. All right? She is your ex-wife. Luckily for her, you've already gotten yourself a new one.
How come she's not making any sense?
Because she has come out of the stroke with something called aphasia. It's when she cannot use words. She can't say what she wants to.
Well, she'll get over that.
Maybe, maybe not. Some people get their language back right away. Some do not.
Well, whatever treatment she needs, she'll get it. I'll make sure of that.
She needs intensive therapy. She's already getting
Yeah,
that.
well, I'm gonna pay for it.
No, you're not. Not one penny. She doesn't need your money, and she doesn't need you. You've walked out of her life for the last time. Now stay out of it. And if you don't, I will get a court order, a restraining order, to prevent you from seeing her. Stay away from Blair.
So now Blair is learning English as a second language, and Dorian has appointed herself interpreter. She says if I go near Blair again, she's going to slap me with a restraining order.
Look, I know you're upset about Blair, and obviously going to see her has only made you feel worse. I also know that you were upset about something this morning. I don't care what it was. It's none of my business. But I do have some advice for you.
Oh, you do you?
Yes. Don't give Dorian anything she can use against you. She can take the most unexpected thing and turn it into personal ammunition. Be careful.
I'm always careful.
I'm not finished yet. Okay? I don't want you to be vulnerable, which is one of the reasons I'm going to push for an expedited hearing. Okay? It's to our advantage to have this matter settled before Blair recovers, if she ever does.
Well, thank you for putting it so straight.
I don't know any other way to talk to you.
And I appreciate it. I'm sorry I was a jerk before.
You were a jerk, and thank you for the apology, but it's really not necessary. This is a business deal, okay?
Oh, I know what this is.
Good. You owe me nothing.
Joe?
Thanks.
So however did the rest of the nation's publishers survive without me?
Gee, I don't know. We somehow managed to muddle through somehow. Although, judging by the Landview update, I probably should have made you come to Washington with me. Boy, got home last night, settled in to catch up on the local news. Had a real hard time believing what I read.
Oh, come on, you ought to know better than to believe everything you read in the newspaper.
Well, actually, most of the time, I don't believe a thing I read in the Sun. Although, in this case, I guess I had to make an exception. Gee, I don't know what upset me more, the fact that you divorced Blair or the fact that you married Taya Delgado 2 minutes later?
It was 3 minutes later, and I didn't ask for the divorce.
Really? Well, now, what do you think would cause Blair to ask you for a divorce?
The meddling of Auntie Dorian and Patrick Thornhart. Blair was doing great in rehab, you know. She was looking forward to coming home and seeing Star. She was doing great.
And then?
Dorian couldn't stand that Shorty was happy here with me because I meant that Blair and I were going to have some kind of a contact. So she filled Blair full of wild ideas. Professor McPoet backed them up.
And Blair just sort of believed everything they said about you.
Well, they're a hard pair to ignore, especially if you're stuck in a hospital bed.
Well, tell me the rest.
There's nothing else to tell. Blair asked for a divorce, and then she had a stroke, and then everybody thought she was going to die, so Dorian went berserk and tried to get custody, but I wouldn't let her, so she tried to slap me with a custody suit, and I had to do what I had to do.
Which was to marry Taya?
Yeah.
All right, okay, answer me this. What specifically did Dorian say to Blair that would cause her to turn against you so quickly and so vehemently?
That I blew up Guy Armitage. And I don't know why Dorian would say that, because she knows that I was working here that night, because she was here. And then I went to Club Indigo. There were plenty of witnesses there. You know, there is not one scrap of evidence that says that anybody but Patrick Thornhart did this.
Except Patrick didn't do it.
So maybe he had an accomplice that planted the bomb on the boat. I mean, nobody can tell me any different. Nobody can tell me that he didn't do the same thing to kill Lord Whiting 10 years ago. I mean, he hasn't even bothered to deny that. And whose side are you on, anyway?
Why did Blair believe Dorian?
Everybody's willing to think the worst of me. Even my own wife, well, ex-wife.
That may very well be, but it does not answer my question.
All right, let me ask you a question. How come, after everything that you've been through with Dorian, you could even consider something that she would say about me? She has made it her life's work to take my kid and my ex-wife away from me. Now, I am not going to let her. It is as simple as that.
Okay, listen, I agree with you, all right? Dorian has no claim on Star, nor should she have. Star belongs right here with you. But I sincerely hope that you will not now try and keep Star away from her mother. That is going to bring down a whole load of trouble on you.
How much more trouble am I going to have? I got Dorian on my back trying to take my kid away, and I got Blair in a hospital saying things like, aren't you warranty under? And she thinks it makes sense. Now, how much more trouble could I have?
Well, Blair is very likely to recover from it.
Oh, really? What makes you think that you know that?
Because I had a stroke, and I recovered from it. And Blair is much younger than I was, and she was very healthy before the accident. And there is every reason to believe that she will come out of this just fine.
Look, great. But I don't have time to fool around with likely or what's probable or even what's possible. I got to protect Star now from what's coming at her.
What do you... I don't get this. What are you protecting her from?
You're kidding, right?
No, I am not kidding. Maybe I don't understand it at all. All right. You think that Blair is going to die, so you act very quickly to protect yourself and your daughter from Dorian's fury. That bit I get. Blair does not die. So it seems to me you've painted yourself into a corner over something that is never going to happen.
Oh, well, I see it differently, sis. Maybe that's because I see the train coming right at me.
What train? Todd, I'm worried about you.
Why? I'm fine.
No, I'm not so sure. Listen to me. What I'm trying to say is this. You think you're going to lose Blair, so you turn around and divorce her, and then marry Taya? However, it seems that you're not going to lose Blair, at least not to death, and you certainly can't replace her with Taya, which kind of begs the question, why are you married to Taya in the first place?
I had expected a warmer welcome into the family, especially from my sister-in-law.
Well, I'm very sorry. I certainly didn't mean to sound unwelcoming.
Oh, it's okay. You're not the only person in Lambview to be puzzled by our marriage.
Oh.
You want some coffee?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sweetheart.
You are most certainly welcome to our family, such as it is, and I hope that you and Todd can be very happy together.
Your brother and I understand each other very well. I think we'll be just fine. And I'm crazy about Star. I want nothing more, thank you, than to create a happy, stable home environment for her, which is more than I can say for a lot of families.
Oh, well, that's for sure, that's for sure. And if you truly do understand Todd, well, hey, that's a hell of an accomplishment to begin with. I hope you know what you're doing. Because my heart tells me you've made a very big mistake in cutting yourself off from Blair the way you have. That's all I wanted to say. Tay, I hope you understand that. Oh, thank you for the coffee.
Yeah,
Well, so how do we think that went? Not exactly open arms, but...
I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to work or something. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Hello there. Good news, old friend. Blair's getting better and she's gonna come and ride with you soon. All right, so I'm glad you're looking well. Could do with some hay, though, couldn't you? Hey.
Well, 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 look at you. After your ankles in manure. Kind of like your life's work, ain't it, Patty? Must be tough getting by on a professor's salary. Probably have to do this kind of thing for extra cash, don't you? Or are you just trying to return to your dirt-poor, bomb-throwing beginnings?
I'm getting Araby ready for Blair. She'll be nice and fit when she gets back.
Oh, you haven't been hearing the news. She may not be coming back.
I thought she was doing better.
Yeah, she's great. You know, if you show her an apple, she calls it a throat-warbling mangrove. You know, if you and Dorian had just let her alone and let her recover in peace, this wouldn't have happened, you know? She wouldn't have had a stroke. She wouldn't be speaking pig Latin.
I'd rather not hear your paranoid conspiracy theories. Why don't you go tell someone else? It's none of my business.
Oh, yeah, it has never stopped you before. It was none of your business when you got Blair pregnant. It was none of your business when you killed Star's bone marrow donor. It was none of your business when you got Blair so aggravated that she had a stroke. You almost killed her. Was that your plan, huh? Was that what you were trying to do? Just kill her once and for all? And what for? All for your precious Margaret? I wouldn't put it past you, you know. I know murder's nothing new to you. Just ask Lord Whiting's family. Only now there's no video clip that's gonna get you off from that bombing, all right? And somebody, some witness out there is gonna rat you out. He may do it for justice. He may do it for money. He may do it just to see you fry. And it's too bad you're gonna be on the other side of the pond when that happens, because I'd give good money to see them pull the switch on you. And what about Marty, huh? Will she be there for you? Will she love you until the end? Will she die with you? Will she be so horrified at who you are that she'll pull the switch herself? Go ahead, huh? Go ahead, do it, Patrick. Go ahead. Do it. Prove my point, you murdering Mick. Do it. Come on, Patrick, kill me. Do it.